The widely anticipated game mode Clash was expected to release on Friday the 25th of May, featuring a tournament mode every 2 weeks. However, the launch didn't go as smoothly as expected, even after the numerous beta tests run in North America and Europe. This proved to be so severe in the first few tournaments that it would lead to a shutdown of the game mode on Oceania and the Philippines, along with a delayed release for every other region. So, what happened with the initial Clash release, and what comes next? I'm Sushix with the League Digest. Let's talk.
Don't feed.
For those of you who don't fully understand what Clash is or how it works, it's essentially a 3-day bracket structured tournament mode that aims to give players a taste of true competitive play. Players are encouraged to form teams with their friends and compete against others in a bracket designed around your team's proven skill level. The person who creates the team is the designated captain and chooses the name, logo, and players. When your team is ready to go, you're given 7 minutes to scout out the enemy team, allowing you to prioritize your bans based on their rank stats, their mastery on champions, or their recent match history. On the first day, all teams play in a 4-team bracket, moving on to an 8-team bracket on the second day, and a 16-team bracket on the last day. The Clash orbs and capsules received also increase in quality along with the stakes. Its beta tests were largely successful in other regions and quickly approached a worldwide release. It was the ideal proving ground for aspiring league teams and also provided a fun option to fill an otherwise empty weekend. Does Clash have long-term potential in League? We'd like to know your thoughts, let us know in the comments down below. The first tournament started in the Philippines and Oceania on Friday night. However, it quickly became apparent that games simply weren't starting and brackets were being randomly designated automatic wins and losses despite the lack of most games making it past the initial scouting phase. Although they were aware of the issues, Riot didn't think it would be a long-term problem. Yet within hours of the launch in the Pacific, the game mode was disabled as they attempted to find a fix, very conscious that players had specifically set aside time to play Clash that weekend. The next morning, Riot announced the official cancellation of Clash across most regions for the weekend, along with the foreseeable future due to technical issues. Riot Highest restated in a news post that, "We want your first playthrough of Clash to be as amazing as possible, but unfortunately we are not confident in the event experience that you and your teams would have had." In order to compensate, all random ultra-rapid fire was brought back globally for the remainder of the weekend. Along with this, all used tickets were returned to players' accounts if they were spent, and everyone who was on a pending or active roster of 2 or more players would be granted a Clash Orb containing a 3-win XP boost, 2 Clash Team logos, one for MSI and a second one at random, and a shard for a 750 RP skin by June 3rd. Regardless of this compensation, most players were still let down by the poor performance of Clash. Some having rearranged their schedules in order to play with their friends for the weekend. The compensation just wasn't enough, dubbing the new name of the disaster of a launch as Crash within the community. As Reddit user Longtan summarized, "This sucks for all people that went out of their way to make their schedules work around this. It's pretty hard to get 5 people together during the weekend. I know my team worked pretty hard to make it work. I played the beta and I was stoked for this." So the question begging on everyone's minds now is, what happens next? Well, Riot continues to optimize the game mode to make it playable for everyone. They'll continue to hold 1-day beta tests across every region. Some regions even continue to run Clash over the weekend as they attempted to explore potential fixes. Although Clash will come back eventually, there's no saying how long it may be before the proper global launch. But for the time being, they've opted to continue to work on the tournament mode until they're fully confident that they'll be able to launch without any major issues. The Clash Crash was a surprising and disappointing start for the promising competitive game mode, which found much success in the beta. But there remains high hope for the future when all of these bugs have hopefully been ironed out. Thanks for watching everyone. If you guys enjoyed this video and would like to see more, of course don't forget to subscribe, like the video and share it with your friends. We'll likely be focusing more content on Clash in the future as the game mode finds its footing. Until then, I'm Sushix with the League Digest and I'll talk to you guys later.